By his own admission, Ramsey Mitchell was often no model citizen. His arrest record spans 2 decades: burglary, drug possession, evading arrest.
Sheriff, have you been arrested for anything?
His last confrontation with police, captured on the reality show Live PD, ended with a mugshot showing his black eye and bruised head. As this Live PD video shows, it started when Williamson County Sheriff's Deputy Zach Camden pulled Mitchell's black Chevy sedan over for not having a front license plate.
Hey buddy, what's your name?
Over the next 2 minutes, as the incident played out on national TV, Deputy J.J. Johnson and Detective Mart Luera
So we're smelling alcohol within the vehicle.
noticed the smell of alcohol. Then, as Camden is frisking Mitchell, he bolts. The fight plays out for about 2.5 minutes before 2 more deputies arrive and finally get Mitchell in handcuffs. The case received little public attention at the time, aside from a group of Mitchell's friends testifying a year ago at Williamson County Commissioner's Court.
Because I like Williamson County. I think I think it's a wonderful place to live, but the excessive force by law enforcement is just not acceptable to me.
But now what happened to Mitchell is back in focus. The KVUE defenders were the first to reveal the case of Javier Ambler last month. Ambler, a 40-year-old former postal worker, ran from deputies Johnson and Camden the night of March 28, 2019, after failing to dim his headlights. It ended 22 minutes later in this violent clash in North Austin, with Ambler telling deputies he had a heart condition and couldn't breathe moments before he died. The 2 cases have striking similarities. Besides involving the same 2 deputies, they also involve drivers who were being stopped for minor traffic crimes that quickly escalated to violent encounters. Now, some officials wonder whether or not these 2 cases reveal a larger pattern of questionable force.
When you start to look at things in context and you see how close in time Ramsey Mitchell's case happened to Javier Ambler's case, combined with a couple other cases that we've been looking at, I think Ramsey Mitchell now puts all those cases in a better context and needs to be looked at in a broader context.
Williamson County District Attorney Sean Dick said his office did a preliminary investigation into what happened to Mitchell last year, but he would not say what specifically troubles him about Mitchell's arrest. Dick also would not release specifics of at least 5 other cases he's investigating, the type of force each involved, or when they happened. Internally, it is not clear how sheriff's officials investigated the force against Mitchell. They have not responded to our questions or requests for information. In a statement, attorneys for Camden and Johnson said, quote, "The specific incident occurred and was broadcast on television and uploaded to YouTube over a year ago. Although it is receiving newfound media attention, we think the passage of that much time with no prosecutorial action sufficiently indicates there was never any legal issue here." In a letter to county leaders last year, Mitchell apologized for trying to escape, but said, quote, "The extent of my injuries was not commensurate with the amount of effort needed to stop me from running." Now, a year later, and knowing the details of Ambler's case,
no one deserved to be beat like that.
Mitchell's friend, Rebel Sanders, wonders if the 2 cases reveal something that deserves deeper scrutiny.
As far as the department as a whole, I think they need to have a house cleaning. I mean, it seems like more and more stories are coming out about Williamson County.
For the KVUE Defenders, Tony Plahetsky, KVUE News.